Okay, so I have successfully bypassed the air conditioning system, and I did not use a bypass pulley. As you can see, the compressor is disconnected. So what you do for that is, this is your stock pulley. You're going to replace it with this pulley. It is hang on, let me turn this light off. Okay, so this is an idler pulley. It's got the grooves in it. That's the part number. Then you're going to get yourself a new belt. That's the part number for the belt. Then you're going to get yourself a 13 millimeter socket. This was easier than expected, so you just go where the idler pulley is. Let me turn this on here so you can see a little better perhaps. I don't know how easy that is going to be to see, but that's the new pulley with the grooves in it. And it's just that one 13 millimeter bolt holding it in place. You loosen up the temperature, loosen up the tensioner with a 1/2 inch wrench. Pull down on it. Now if you'll notice, there's not a lot of room between this fan and the alternator and the water pump, so it's kind of a slim fit. You're definitely going to have to get up underneath the car. I don't think you can realistically reach everything from above very easily. I need to do something about this mess of wires I have going on here. This car has a misfire, and so I replaced all the coils, hoping that that would cure the issue. Of course it didn't. But yeah, the other thing is, one of the things I was reading on is that on these cars, if you have a misfire, you may have a bad crank position sensor. And the pain in the butt about that is, here is your AC compressor, and that is your crank position sensor. The crank position sensor goes in, it's probably about the diameter of a pencil, but it goes in like inch and a half, something like that. So even though you can reach these bolts to loosen it up, when you want to take this thing out, I'm pretty sure this AC compressor is in your way. So seeing as how my AC stopped working last year and I'm not going to fix it, and seeing as how I may need to access this crank position sensor, I'm removing this whole AC unit. I'm going to rip everything out of the car. And that's a big weight savings. I mean, this obviously isn't a race car, but I think this is an aftermarket compressor too. It doesn't say Motorcraft on it. So this is probably not even the original. Anyhow, that's how you get to your sensor. If you can get it out without taking this off, more power to you, but I think that compressor will have to be at a minimum moved, if not completely taken out. Anyway, and then as you can see, I mean, this is how much room you got to work with, the width of your hand. I mean, there's your tensioner, so you can barely get that wrench in there and pull down on it. I mean, I wish this fan wasn't quite so close, but whatever, it's totally doable. So the parts out the door cost me about $40, and you get a new belt out of the deal. Anyway, hope you found it was helpful.